Good morning, welcome to JB's Travels. Today we are going to take you on our trip to Chungcheong province. This is a place full of history. That's our accommodation, Ehang's Hotel. Around the area are the different guest houses and accommodations you can choose from. And this is how it looks like. Very orderly, quiet, and also easy to find because of all the location maps that you can find around every destination or areas. So for our first destination, we'll take you to this American Methodist church that was built in the early 1900s. As part of the Korean history, this features the way the architecture was made back then, and also this church has an influence on the life of the famous Yu Soon, who was known to be the Joan of Arc of Korea. Her name was A.J. Hammond Sharp. So she was the one who mentored her and encouraged her to study in higher education in the University of Ewa, one of the famous school in Korea. Ryu became one of the most famous figures in this movement and later became a symbol of Korea's fight for independence. So if you want to know about her history, just search and you will find it so interesting. Other than the Methodist Church is this Catholic Church that is also significant in the life of Korea when it talks about the independence. But now that we are finished with that, we're heading to the main destination of our trip, which is the ancient tombs in Songsang-ri. So this ancient tombs in Songsang-ri is known to be recorded as UNESCO heritage, and the ancient tombs in Songsang-ri, Gongju, are royal tombs built in the Ungjin period of Baekje. When I say Ungjin, this period was from 475 AD until 538 AD. So this site gained recognition for its value as proof of cultural interchanges with other ancient kingdoms of East Asia and the excellence of Baekje culture, based on the tomb structure and layout as well as the artifacts that were excavated from the tombs. So there, father and son are having discussion or class about the activity that we're gonna do. So let's go to the tomb of Murong. So let's go. We are now heading to the area where the tombs are located. Actually, we are going to the entrance where it leads to the tomb of King Moryeong. According to record, this area was originally full of dozens of royal tombs, but because of the Japanese occupation and the Japanese period, a lot of these were destroyed and lost. But good thing there are still 7 that were discovered accidentally when a flood happened and they were doing some repairs of the tunnels. That's how they found this, and they were able to preserve it. This is the way heading to the area. But first, I want you to know that the first part that we are going to enter was just the replica of the original tombs. Behind this replica museum, what is the real tomb with a historic record or historic site numbers 1 to 5 and 13. Okay, so inside the replica or the museum or the explanation of the history of products with China and relationship with them as well as with the neighboring kingdoms back then. Here is how each of the burial or the tombs are constructed and developed. They have it here. You can see how they do it and how they can prove the preservation of the body or mummified. Also have mummified preservation. So these are the different. This was the brick found inside, and inside are, you can see there are drawings. These are the guardian astrological mystical animal symbols, and this is how the tomb is arranged and where the body is placed. Also, the 4 animal symbols are the 4 mystical deities. They are located or positioned in different positions. So what you can see, there's azure dragon which guards the east, and the white tiger responsible of the west side, and the vermilion bird known as the phoenix on the south. And this part or the south is the entrance to the tomb, and the black tortoise is a symbol of is a mystical deity that guards protect the north door or gate. So you can read it there. That's how it is drawn. So they have those picture in the original tombs, and all these preservations. And here, the thing that you are looking at are the real artifacts that are found inside the king and the queen's tomb. So they were sad that only these were the ones that they were able to collect, and because it was not intentional that this era was discovered, a lot of these create some kind of damage because they do not know how to handle it on that. There was like surprise and commotion during that time, so a lot were scattered in the area, so they missed the arrangement. So anyhow, all of these are both earrings, pillows, bronze bracelets, earrings of the king and the queen, as well as the pillow, the different ornaments of the royal who was buried in that area. So this is the head ornament, and these are the pillows. So these were the original ones. This is King Muryong, which is known as the restorer of the kingdom. By the way, King Muryong is also known as the king of kings, according to their record. So it's so beautiful, right? When you look at it, how back then they can, make a lot of design. Even, the art, the tile, how they arrange it perfectly and detailed. And inside, this is the tomb of the king. You can see the niches where they can put the light in it. There are niches for candles or for whatever thing they put there, maybe to light it. And it's like a tiny house, very beautiful and detailed. And this was every type of the king and the queen. The history or record were written in there. That's why they were able to find out who was this royal body that was in that area. And also, JB had experience of exploring the tomb, and there are things you can find how it is arranged for educational purpose, for them to understand the importance of history, not just they look at it, but they can also do some exploration of how each of the items are arranged, although a lot of these were misplaced because of what happened during the discovery. And finally, we are done of the exploration of the different tombs and artifacts that can be found in the ancient tombs that gives us idea of the rich culture of the period back then of the Baekje kingdom. Now we are heading to the real site, which is this place. You can see it's like a chocolate hills with the tunnel door, and originally this was the place where people can come and really see for themselves the original tomb of the ancient kings and ancient tombs, but because of some damage and for the preservation purposes of this kingdom, they moved and they created the museum that we first entered for the people to experience and see. And yes, this was the tomb of the Baekje's King Muryong, and you can see among the dozens of tombs, only 7 were found in, and his tomb was one of, I think, or the only one with the artifacts that were recovered, or the relics that were recovered in a lot of numbers, but the others were looted. And yeah, the kingdom existed, or the Ungjin kingdom existed from 477 AD until the 538 AD. So that's it, guys. I hope that in this video you were able to enjoy and experience as well the richness of Korea's history in